Let's talk about this trade that just happened today. The Washington Wizards traded away Rui Hachimura to the Lakers. And this trade really surprised me this morning. I was just driving and I literally yelled out when I saw this trade because I was just shocked, honestly, because there was a few talkings here and there about Rui Hachimura getting traded from the Wizards, but I didn't think it would be to the Lakers. And for what they gave up, I'm just gonna say this is a W, is a win trade for the Lakers. They practically gave up nothing. The trade overall is just, as it says here, Kendrick Nunn and 3 second-round picks. That's it. Kendrick Nunn, his last name says it all. He has done nothing for the Lakers. I mean, I don't know. He barely plays and he's not good at all when he does play. And then the 3 second-round picks, I mean, that's practically nothing. 2023 second from Chicago, a 2029 LA second. This is literally scraps. This is the minimum of what you need to give up in a trade. It's almost less than nothing, honestly, as a trade. I think the Lakers are obvious winners here. Rui Hachimura is a big body wing who can shoot somewhat decently, especially catch and shoots in the corner, which is something that the Lakers need more of. They need more shooting. And their front court. Okay, their depth overall now. Once Anthony Davis comes back alongside LeBron and Rui Hachimura, and Thomas Bryant just had a really, really good game yesterday, and he's been playing pretty decent. The Lakers are not doing that bad, and they're kind of trying to build up the roster little by little instead of trying to make a huge one-off trade to fix everything, because that's not really possible, especially with the assets that they have. There's been talks about their first-round picks, the 2027 and 2029 picks. Those are the only valuable assets. And with Russell Westbrook's contract, people are always trying to make trades to get Buddy Hield and Miles Turner or whatever for them. But I just don't think Russ is a valuable asset to any other team. And he's been playing better overall this year, so I think you might as well keep him. So there's not really any big trade you could do. And I think this Rui Hachimura trade is just a small trade that you're giving up basically nothing to get a good young player who still has some potential. I think they're going to try and re-sign him, which, I mean, he's up for a contract anyway, which is part of the reason why Washington dealt him. But, I think he would be a good guy for the Lakers to keep, because they don't have much young players or anything like that. So, I'd say this is a W, an A+ trade for the Lakers based off what they gave up. For the Wizards, man, like I said in my last video when I talked about the Wizards, I haven't really been watching them because I don't care for their team. I think their team is just mid. I think they're not really that good around Bradley Beal this season. Porzingis is okay. He's cool, but I don't know if he's going to be a future stay with the Wizards. I think he could easily get traded as well. And they decided to trade Rui so they didn't have to pay him and Kyle Kuzma this offseason because they're both up for contracts, and they do pretty similar things. I mean, obviously Kuzma is better, but they're both pretty big wings who can kind of score a bit and defend a little bit. So I guess it makes sense to trade one of them. You can't pay both of them, but this was your 9th overall pick, I believe, in 2019. I remember people were comparing Rui Hachimura to become like Kawhi Leonard. Obviously, he's not that, and I don't think he will be that, but still, he's a young player. I just don't like that the way that the Wizards are building this team. They're just kind of stuck in the middle. They're pretty garbage, and they're stuck alongside Portland, for example. They're stuck in this cycle of trying to rebuild around their one player, in this case Bradley Beal, but whatever they've been putting around him has not been good enough to even be a play-in team this year. So, why not just trade him away and go full tank and just try and get the highest overall pick you can get? because it's obvious that this whole thing is not working around right now. It's not working out with the Wizards, and I think that they should just go full tank, trading away a young player like this for basically scraps for nothing. Um, I just don't think it's a good trade. I mean, I understand they couldn't pay both of them, but I think you probably could have gotten more for Kuzma. And there's been rumbling that he doesn't really want to stay in Washington anyway. And, since Rui has been playing that well, maybe you could sign him on a smaller contract as a second contract. And then, whatever you get from Kuzma back, you have some more stuff. I just think they need to trade Bradley Beal and just blow this thing up, because they are going to be stuck in mediocrity as they have been for a while now. They're going to continue to be stuck as mediocre and in the middle. And yeah,